shoot one more time. Welcome back, Malta Archery here. Today we have a box from Bearpaw and we open it up first. And to open it up, look at this. I got this from Tero in Finland. He wanted to give me something as a little thank you and contribution to my videos. And he's a blacksmith and he said, you always use crappy knives in your unboxings. Can I make you a knife? Look at this awesome knife, huh? Look, with an archer on it. He made the blade a little shorter, so it's legal here in Malta. Usually the blade would be longer, then it would look more balanced, but this is an incredible knife. Thank you very much, Tero. And now we see how it will cut. Through plastic, like butter. No problem. And through tape, like nothing. Where does this box open? So we need to open this one. So. Good, Tero. Thank you very much. I really love this knife. And it's such a snug fit. I love it. So what we get here is the Shadow bow from Bearpaw. Bearpaw goes now ILF. Sounds like IMF, but it's only the International Limb Fitting System. And Bearpaw developed now a bow where you have this ILF system on it. So what do you get when you order a bow from Bearpaw? A box like this, and then you get your booklet with your instructions how to shoot, how to string, and whatever brace height and stuff like this. And on the back you have your where we fill it out when you get your bow and for the warranty. You have 2 years warranty for delamination. So what you get is this box, and what you get is paper. Now I need the knife again. So this is fancy packing of a Bearpaw bow, which is 368 euros. So don't expect to get a sleeve or something from Bearpaw. You can buy it extra, 15 euros. So, but what you get here is a small sleeve for your riser only. A Bearpaw whisper string and the leather patches for the riser. You get your Allen keys and you get a set of limbs, ILF limbs, and they're even a little protected here with a piece of foam. That's nice. So let's see what we have. So what can I say about the ILF Recurve Shadow? As said, the price is 368 euros. The limbs are maple and black fiberglass. The tips are in G10, and here you see the Ilf Mounting System, but we'll get to this in a second. So there you have then the description on it, so you know which one is the lower limb, which one is the upper limb. This bow has a 30 pound at 28 inches. Let me go from there. So let's check the riser. It's a short one. So you see there's a short one like the Mohican, I think. I don't know. So even the wood. Here you have black action wood, you have micarta, and you have a little bubinga stripes in it for decoration purpose. Looks very good. Feels very good. So of course you need to put now the leather patches on. I will do this then in a second. And now you would wonder, if you don't know them, if you only know the bows where you screw this on, you wonder, but I can't screw it on and off. You don't need to, because you simply, is this a protection there? There's a protection hoodie on it, look. You simply put this in there, and you're already set. See, this is all you need to do for this bow. So you remove the rubber. Always remove the rubber, you know. You fill it in there, and then you put it under this, and then of course you can adjust and fine-tune that, but there is nothing written, no description whatsoever that you would know what you have to do. So the best is you know already what you have to do when you get this bow, because there's no description. So the material of the riser I mentioned now. The riser only is already 650 grams, so it's quite beefy, quite heavy, so, but on the other side very forgiving. we get a string, obviously. It's a Bearpaw whisper string. Makes it more silent because it's a whisper string. Don't know how many strands it has. We will get there. Of course, no knocking point or stuff like this, so you need to set up your bow always on your own. So this is not a big deal. And then you get these leather patches for the riser. Oops, there's a knocking point. Of course, you need to set it up on your own, so you need to know what you have to do. Then you have these 2 leather patches for the riser. Good, and Allen keys to adjust. I mentioned that before. So, string whisper string I mentioned, so the specifications, the bow length is 60 inches, I guess from nock to nock. Bearpaw measured it like this. Available from 25 to 55 pounds, quite something. So, gets even quite high with the poundage. I like that one. The brace height is then 8 inches, and you have warranty of 2 years. And that's all with information. I don't know what is the max draw of this bow, and still Bearpaw, there is no recommendation of minimum arrow weight. So you can shoot whatever you like. But this bow is 30 pounds, so it will be hard to get an arrow which is more lightweight than 300 grain. This is the longer, this is the shorter, I guess. Yes, so the longer one goes down. Music is quite loud again today. So. Now you put this in. Of course, you please always use a stringer. Even the guy who ordered this bow will get a stringer with it. Because you don't do it like I do. But because I'm lazy. So 30 pounds feels quite something for 30 pounds. So brace head is way off right now because the string, as we know it, we need to shoot now a few times that the string will set. Then we can shoot this bow. It's a pretty bow for a takedown bow. Nice. So ILF means you can use now other ILF limbs all on the market, and you could use these limbs with another ILF riser and all this stuff. So you are good to go and can interchange everything. The draw curve, what I saw on the website, is very smooth, and it is. There's nothing. Draws. It's a 29-inch arrow. Nice. See, 29. I don't know what is the max draw length, but 29 is easy peasy. Would even go a little more, but I don't know yet. So we need to ask Bearpaw, and they need to tell us then. But we will see. So the brace head is now a little low. That's why first we need to shoot now a few arrows. I do this without you. Then I adjust the brace height because it takes a while. Put a knocking point on it, and then we go from there. Then I show you the shooting. Or I shoot one now, that you see that the bow already shoots, and then I set it up properly. It's a bit loud because the brace head is not working, so we need to adjust this everything, and then we go from there. I shot now around about 50 arrows with it to make sure that the string doesn't stretch any further. Then I made a knocking point on it. What I figured out, shoots really nice. So I have 2 kinds of arrows. They are 320 grain, so that would mean they are 10.7 grain per pound, because this is a 30 pound at 28 inches, and we shoot 28 inches. So look at this pretty bow. Of course, as we always have pistol grip, you don't hold the bow 3 fingers tight, you hold it like this. Find the pressure point on the root of your thumb and don't hold the bow at all. What you can hear is a humming after the shot. It's like there's really quite some vibration going on. I didn't shoot a takedown since a while. Maybe it's normal. For me it's a little distracting, but it hums. Let it hum. So they are 10.7 grain. Feeling good. You have, of course, no hand choke because of this massive riser. The other arrows are 230 grains. They would be 9.7, so a little under 10 grain. Let's see what they do. No problem. Hums the same way. No hand choke. Feels good. Draw curve is really nice. So you can stand in full draw. It's not too massive, not too heavy. It's a fun shooter. I mean, on the other side, it's 368 euros. But you have the ILF system, so you are open for everything, and the riser does up to 55 pounds, which is nice. I simply don't like this noise, but maybe it will go away when you shoot a little more arrows. I don't know, but nice. 10.7 grain. Very forgiving. You point there, it's a center shot bow, of course. Makes your life easy. It's easy to shoot accurate with this bow. Oops. Only when you have a sloppy release and it's not working. So always make sure your back tension is there and you have a nice release. And then it's no problem with this bow. Good beginner's bow. Good for everyone if you want in a takedown and you want to spend a little more money. For me, the price is close to the Mohawk. I would go rather for the Mohawk. I don't care about ILF, but if ILF is a thing for you, 9.7 grain. Oops. See, release. Back tension. I only don't like this humming. But for the rest, shoots really nice. These tips don't want to go in the tennis ball, at least with 30 pounds. That was a crappy release. But you see, pretty bow. There is no instruction what you have to do with these screws because you have these Allen keys to adjust here everything. There should be some kind of booklet that you know what is supposed to be there. I have no idea. I simply take it as it is out of the box. But Bearpaw, you should put some small information about ILF and how to adjust, or if you need to adjust it and how and why and whatever. Would be my recommendation. Would make life easier for someone who likes this bow but has no idea of ILF system. 10.7 grain. You're not aligned, my friend. So. $168. $161. $163. $164. $163. So you get the point. At 28, 160. Of course, you could draw a little more. 29 inches. Nothing. 174. 169. 173. So 28 inches, 165 foot per second. 29 inches, 170, 173 foot per second. 9.7 grain in 28 inches. 188. Oops. 185. 185. In 29-inch draw. 9.7 grain. 191. Not that much more. 194. But you hear that the bow gets loud, so I don't like this noise. That's why I think 192. I think under 10 grain, I don't know, it's you heard the sound compared to a 10.7 grain arrow. You don't hear this. It sounds a little like already dry firing, so I don't know why Bearpaw. 168. Doesn't give a recommendation of minimum arrow weight. The 9.7 grain are loud. Don't like that. because, you know, all this stuff always tends to delaminate. Of course, you have 2 years warranty on delamination, but still, it sounds loud. I shoot one more time that you hear the difference. That's why we do these tests, that we figure something out. So, now listen again. 10.7 grain. So it's then a little less because I shoot 29 inches now. Only listen to the sound it makes when I shoot. Doom. Okay. 9.7 grain, same draw length. You hear this? It's like, oh, it doesn't sound good. You hear that? Compared to 10.7. Nothing. 9.7. Faster, but loud. So, I mean, I don't mind. You have warranty. Shoot whatever you like. As long as Bearpaw doesn't recommend anything, you should be safe. I would not go under 10, 10.5 grain. These almost 10, but listen. And now listen to a little heavier arrow. I mean, you can hear it. Okay? So, fine bow. Price. I think ILF system, I mean, we had once his Olympic archer, he spent more than 1,000 euros on his Olympic bow with ILF system, so for this, price is fine. The limbs look nice, black fiberglass with maple, everything nice made. I said the G10 tips. Micarta action wood bobinga, looks nice too, is hefty, handle feels very good, even for my big hand. For me personally, a holder this bow would be way too heavy for me, but it's a very, very, very forgiving bow. So even for a beginner, when you think ILF, you want to do that, go for it. One thing worth to mention, this riser, you only can shoot traditional. There is no mounting option for sights, for stabilizers or whatsoever. So you can't pimp this bow. When you go with this bow to your local FITA system archery club, and then they tell you, oh, listen, you need to put your sight on it and stabilizers. You can't do it with this bow. I mean, you can, but of course, then you need to screw the holes on you. So this bow is not meant to be shot in the FITA way. It's meant to be shot traditional. That's why even the shelf slightly curved, that you can shoot from the shelf. You don't need an arrow rest. I like that a lot. Feels very good. Nothing to complain about this bow. Shoots, look. Oh, you don't see it most probably. Groups. Well, let's shoot this one, then you see it maybe. Boom. Boom. See, no problem. Oh, that was a crappy shot. So and now the last one that you hear, my last arrow, a noisy one, a loud one. Crank. I don't like this noise. It doesn't feel healthy to the bow, but you can still ask Henry Bodnik what he thinks, what he recommends. I would recommend at least more than 10 grain per pound. Let's wrap it up. First of all, again, Tero, thank you so much for this knife. And second of all, thanks for the guy who ordered this bow. Otherwise, I would not have the chance or would not be able to test this bow, because I didn't see a reason to buy one from Bearpaw to test it, because, you know, I don't know. It's a nice bow. It's a pretty bow. Looks good when you like takedowns, and with a short riser, it's nice. Nice handle, nice build. ILF system. I gave you all the specifications. When you string and unstring it, always use a stringer. You know that. Other than that, easy peasy. And when you're done, you simply put these limbs out here. See, put the string off, pull it out. I mean, saves time. You don't have to screw and unscrew things. You are done. Then I would keep these small rubber rings as protectors, because when you put these limbs somewhere in a box, this is a little edgy there. can scratch your limbs. So put this back and put them back in your plastic sleeves. And everything is nice and protected, and then you have a small form factor when you go somewhere to shoot. Nice made. I don't like this humming noise, and I would say at least more than 10 grain. It's fast otherwise with lower weight arrows, but the bow is getting loud and I don't like that. You get a nice pouch for your riser. Put it indirectly there, look, cute. That's cute, but no pouch for the limbs. So you need to figure what you do. Best is you get a small bow bag or something. That's all for me today. If you have any more questions about this bow or about anything else, simply let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.